All of our animals here at the Humane Society of Charlotte actually come from our partner organizations. We work locally with about 24 partners in around a 2-hour radius from Charlotte or Mecklenburg County. All the animals that we're bringing in get checked out through our vet team, get up to date on all their vaccines, they'll get surgery, and then they can get adopted out through our programs.
When Herman first arrived here, we noticed something called an oral nasal fistula. So where his upper canine should have been, there was actually a hole and it needed to be fixed. But unfortunately, there's a lot of things that kind of happened with him. The sutures that were placed basically ripped apart, so he didn't heal well. So he actually had to have several surgeries, not just the one. We had to hold off on treating on his heartworms, do his surgeries that took 4 months. And then once we finally got the all clear, like his mouth has finally healed, we were able to be like, okay, let's treat your heartworms now, and then you can finally be available.
Since Herman was with us for such a long time, we did have some medical background information that we needed to go over with a new adopter, as well as some behavior challenges that we found while he was in our care as well. So we wanted to make sure that he was set up for success in his new home.
When he first came here, we did not receive really any behavioral reports at all. He was very friendly. He was doing great for his medical exams. It wasn't until about 3 months in that we received our first report. When he considered something to belong to him, he did not want to share it. He did not want you to come close to it in any way. And so some of the techniques that we used with him in his foster homes is we wanted to get him comfortable with people approaching him when he had something that he was in possession of.
We worked in the home when he had food in his possession, I worked on approaching him with food of my own. So I kind of traded up. The dog starts to realize that when people approach, they actually get something good out of it. So he did really well with the behavior plan that I was provided at the time of fostering him. So I had him for about 2 weeks, and we worked on this every day.
We've always been dog people, so we constantly have to have them in our lives. And at the beginning of the year, we lost one of our other dogs, Lucy, and so we needed to get a buddy for our other dog, Eddie. And we got Eddie from the Humane Society, so we were just looking at Humane Society, looking at other shelters and rescues, and came across Herman.
I got on the website myself, and I had seen Herman on there, and both of us kind of being intrigued with hounds. He really stood out to us. And I showed Jess Herman, and she already knew of Herman because he had been on the website for just a little while. And then also his name, I guess, kind of stuck out to us. We're horror movie fanatics, and we've already got Eddie. Now we've got Herman, so it's kind of 2 of the 4 Munsters. We got Herman and Eddie Munster now. So it was just a really good kind of situation for us. As far as adjustment, the first couple nights were obviously a little bit trying for him getting used to a new environment. We knew his background. He had been in a shelter for quite a while, so we knew that there were going to be some adjustment periods.
He loves to lay in the fresh cut grass and roll around with his toys, and he loves living the life out back.
The donors are so important because so many dogs just come, or so many animals just come with these different backgrounds and different challenges, and each of those different challenges is going to require a specialized treatment for it. Herman being no different than any of the other ones. So to be able to continue to have that support from the community, because it is really a community. It's a community that's making sure that these dogs have a chance in life, and it's the donors that really provide that ability for us to go the extra mile and get these dogs to a place, a nice, loving home.